Um, Mr. Russell, does that add up to your math? Are we able to continue with the meeting with 3
I was
present at 5?
looking at it. That's a great question. I think what we are adopting tonight would have a quorum of 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So I don't actually know.
Okay.
The rules of procedure. I'm going to open these up. I think
I know we had a member that was moving, Gerald Barnes, I believe, was part of this planning board, and so that may have to do with how many members are listed versus how many are active. He's at some point going to not be an active member because he is no longer a citizen of the town.
Yeah. Under Article 5, I think we need 4 members of the planning board to constitute a quorum.
Okay. All right. So let me try and track down one more member to get them to join us. I know we had one in the email earlier, ready to join on the prior link that we were all counting on. Let me get this going.
I can't change my name. It's showing up as my firm name. I apologize for that. I'm John Russell, for those of you I haven't met yet. And I've been trying to mess with this to get the name changed, but I can't seem to do it.
It may be a host control. Sometimes
I think it might be, because I've never noticed that before.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not the host. I'm just an attendee like you all. So it would be the town account, whoever's the host. I did email those other 2 members, and I don't have their phone numbers right here in front of. So we have Sally and Judy. If either of you are able to text Ronald or Diane to see if they are able to join, we're going to try and get them online. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have a list of their contact numbers right here either. Mr. Demarath, are you talking there? I wasn't sure if it was to someone else or us, but you were muted. Okay. You might be on the phone.
I guess I was on mute.
Yeah, you were. I'm sorry. I tried to tell you a little bit ago.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize. I was just saying I had gotten an email from Olga that she was off today, and Heath was supposed to be doing the meeting, and I guess maybe that was where she says I've started the Zoom meeting for you guys, but I don't know where to leave it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that does seem to be the case. And so she started the meeting, but is not actively. I'm not sure what her day off status is, but whoever started the meeting, which I'm assuming she did, we currently don't have that town representative, which I'm not sure we need beyond John here with us from the legal counsel. Definitely, we actually just got some rules and procedures that we were gonna, have it like they were already in place, but we just gone back over them and them in an email, and so this whole meeting was ready to run smoothly. And then that technology issue, and now we have kind of an uncertainty about Heath and Olga's presence. So thank you for your patience, everyone. Apologies for the delay and the lack of
I think Ron,
coherence at the moment. Yeah.
yeah, we got an email from Ron about 10 minutes ago. So at one point he was on.
Yes, he was. And I did email them again
Okay.
a moment
got it.
ago. And so we don't have their phone numbers right here on us. I'm sure the town clerk, I'm sure Olga or Heath has all of our contact info. And I may be able to find it if I dig back through some old emails. But Ronald is new to the board as of about 3 meetings ago. Diane, I believe, has been part of the project for a good bit. So, and I know these things are important and timely for the applicants. So we're really going to try and get this done. We're just going to see what buttons we can push.
Philip,
Yes.
I have Diane Navy's cell phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to send her a text message and see if she can get on?
That would be wonderful if you could. Thank you, Sally.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So Philip, I think if you look under Article 9 of the planning board
Mhm.
meetings, it says you can't vote unless there's a tie. So we're going to have at least 4 members other than you to hold this meeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to review that.
Look at Article 9, number 9.1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 9. It would be 9.3.
I'm reading that now. That does read exactly the way you're saying, Judy.
So I guess technically we could have a discussion with if we get another member, but we can't vote on anything unless we have 4 members other than you.
Good gracious. I was going to say, yeah, unless we could strategically cause a tie every time. Yeah, of course not. Yep.
So Article 9 says chairman shall vote only in the case of a tie in instances where there are only 3 other voting members. So do we have 4 including yourself or just 3 including yourself?
We have 3 right now.
Okay. This is my first planning board meeting.
And well, the other thing, yeah, so we got to have at least 1 other member in order to
yes,
proceed.
that seems pretty clear to me under section 5 that we need 4 members. But I think Philip is counted for purposes of a quorum as a member, even if he doesn't always vote.
Thank you.
Well, I understand him being counted as a quorum, but if we don't have at least 1 other member, we can't vote.
Correct.
Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
So you could have a discussion, but we would have to delay vote. And the other things in here says if they don't participate in the discussion, they can't vote on it. That's
Right.
somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, we may need to actually look at any ways to amend that if there's a conflict of logic in any of that, to where that means we have to have currently 100% attendance if we have 5 members, and there need to be 4 votes other than me. If I'm doing the math right, yeah, I believe that's correct. So for Charles and Owen, thank you for joining us. This will be your first meeting. Greg Dimmer has been with us before, and I was appointed chairman within the past 6 months, and we've been working to kind of adjust to a world to where, you know, there's a likelihood of some return to in-person meetings and things like that. We've added a new member. A couple people have been moving. The economy has been moving pretty fast, and we've been working to make sure that we're all on the same page, and it's been running pretty smoothly. And I think we're at this taking a step from the way things were to the way things are becoming and will be. We're going to have a lot of this ironed out. I apologize that this is kind of the way it's at this moment. We do want to honor your time. I know it's 6:35 and we were expecting to start 35 minutes ago. If we can't get this taken care of, I know we don't have enough people at the moment to even officially vote on a rescheduling. These are things I want to make sure we do properly. So there's, I want to make sure we get this rescheduled if needed without spending more of your time waiting. If we can't get Diane or Ronald onto the call for the votes to be processed correctly. So that's just a quick recap and an apology. We want to make sure that, you know, we want to honor your time, and this was unintentional and it has not happened before. And so we'll give it a couple more moments to think through. If Judy or Sally or John, anybody kind of from this side of the meeting has any input on that and how we proceed from the procedures and town rules perspective. How do we get back to them if we have to just adjourn informally without enough votes to do conduct formal business and anything like that?
So I have a question. When you were saying you needed 4 votes, what part of the procedures are you using? I'm not seeing anything that requires 4 to pass. It would just be a majority?
You have to have three votes, not including Philip, so there has to be at least 3, another member on here for us to vote.
Right.
A
But when
quorum
you
is
said,
4, so with Philip, we would have 4, but if we don't have another member, we can't vote. We can't, I mean, we
no,
can't
I
even
understand.
technically discuss if we
Right.
don't have another member.
I guess my question, I may have misunderstood. I thought someone was saying we needed 4 votes in favor to pass something, but it's just a majority. I'm not seeing anything like that. It's just majority vote. We just
No,
need
we have
4
to have
members.
4 to hold a meeting, and we have to
Yeah.
have at least 3 people besides Philip to be able to
I
vote.
agree. Okay, I just misunderstood a reference to 4. I thought it was.
Yeah, there have been some things I may have misspoken. I think we're trying to it's like we're drafting the play in the hurry up
Right.
offense. It's like, you know, 45 seconds left trying to organize all the wide receivers on a whiteboard.
There's some confusion under North Carolina statutes. There are certain things that have to pass by a 4/5 majority, but in general, just like in this case, you're here to consider subdivision. That's just a majority vote, not a 4/5 majority, like you would have if you needed a variance, for example, or something like that.
Okay. Well, we have about 1 minute until it's 6:40. Sally, if you're still hearing us, I know you said you were going to reach out to Diane and Judy.
Yeah.
I know you're here. I'm thinking at 6:40, just it's not the way I want to go, but I think we have to just, you know, that feeling, you got to call it when you got to call it. And I think it's probably that time. And I don't know. I don't even know how to call it with the proper procedure based on
we
what
haven't actually opened the board meeting, so we would just have to say it's going to have to be rescheduled because we've not opened. We haven't opened the meeting actually.
There's been no motions, so I don't think you have a meeting.
We don't have enough people to have a meeting technically, so we can't open it.
Got you. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me outsource some of my brain cells that they've been spinning trying to figure this out. And I apologize for the issue we had. I think it traces back to that scheduling and the staff just making sure that we have the right links. And now we also need to look at this procedure. So I'm going to make sure I follow up as chairman with the town staff to make sure that we have that sorted out, both the procedural side of how many votes to have present and things like that. I will have someone from the town reach out with information about how fast we can get this meeting back on the schedule for everyone. And I appreciate everyone's help and patience, and sorry about this. And if you want to send an email, we've all got each other's emails in a thread there, I think. If you need anything, you can put it in the Zoom chat or whatnot. But other
I
than
have one
that,
question
yes.
I mean, so are you thinking that we could possibly still have a meeting before where it could depend on what the vote is to take it to the next town council meeting? Like try this week or something, maybe is what you're saying?
I
Try
think we
again.
have rules about we have to publish, there's a certain amount of days.
I
It has
think I
to be
saw seven. I
published.
think I saw 7. I think it was maybe
Yeah.
7 days. So I'm gonna try and get that because I agree with you. That's the main thing I know are revolve around these council votes, and we don't want to set any timelines back. So we're gonna try within all of these policies to get that on the schedule
No problem.
as quickly as possible.
So yes,
And if you wanna-
technically, we could hold it the last week of March and you'd still be fine.
And if anyone wants to follow up, please feel free to send an email.
Yeah,
I'll hang
while
out
we're here,
a moment.
Philip, your procedures do allow for a special meeting, so that could be called by you.
Mhm.
Okay.
And as you said, you need 7 days notice for that. Probably something to coordinate with Olga because it would need to be advertised.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
it does look like there's enough time to get this done the end of the month and still be on the agenda for April for our applicants.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll hang out for a moment if everybody else wants to drop off and doesn't have anything else to say, and
Thank you.
we'll get this scheduled quickly. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Philip.
No, you're welcome. Have a good night, everyone.